Hello YouTube and welcome to a quick overview of the Ferrari Thrustmaster racing wheel for the Sega Dreamcast. Now back in the day this was considered quite a sought after item and used to retail for about £50 or £60 in the UK. It was designed with Ferrari F355 challenge in mind and luckily I managed to pick up a couple from eBay a few days ago for £10 each, so very happy with that deal indeed. So let's get into the overview and have a look at the steering wheel first of all. So on the front of the wheel you've actually got all the buttons emulated there. You've got the B and Y buttons there on the left and X and A on the right. Above the Ferrari logo you've got a couple of D-pads, and there you've got the start button, and just next to the Y button there on the right you've got a mode button. And what that actually does, that actually turns the wheel into a type of control pad. And while that sounds a little bit odd, what it does is it actually addresses some compatibility issues with certain racing games that have only been designed with the official wheel in mind. I won't go into too much detail because I'll be here forever if I try to explain that. Also at the back there you can see you've got a down and up paddle shifter. They're attached to the X and A buttons, so you can use that on certain racing games, underline that again, certain racing games, to push the gears up and down as you would. Doesn't work with all games unfortunately, the biggest omission being Le Mans 24. So a bit of a disappointment that one, but there we go. So also as well, you can have a look, you've actually got two flaps here. You've got the gear shifter one and you've also got a bottom flap here. And on this side over here. There you go. They will simulate your brake and pedal. I know you do have a set of pedals with this particular wheel, but if you want to do everything from the steering wheel mechanism entirely, you can do so. To prove it is indeed a Dreamcast, we can see I've got my VMU, unofficial VMU of course, plugged into that one. That's an old Joytech model I had from ages ago. Now here you've actually got the pedals for the wheel itself. Very good, very sturdy. The only problem being for my big feet, they are too close together. So that can be a bit confusing. What I decided to do when I'm actually going to test out racing games, I'm actually going to use these set of pedals instead. Now these actually came with the PlayStation 2 model. That came a little later on, and they're actually a little bit more spaced out. Apart from that, there's no real difference between them apart from the colour of the pedals themselves. Just that it's a little bit more comfortable for my feet. I know it's not keeping things strictly Dreamcast. I'm sure a lot of you would, recall in horror that I used PlayStation 2 design pedals with a Dreamcast racing wheel, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to just to keep things more comfortable for myself. Also what we're going to do quickly is just have a look at the turning ratio, and to do that I'm going to bring in the official wheel here. Now the turning ratio on this wheel is actually quite low, so if you see here and there, on this wheel here it's actually a lot more, so there and there. Show that again, so you've got the official wheel here to here, and also the unofficial wheel there to there. So, and also importantly as well, actually one of the most important things, if not the most important thing, is this clamp. And this keeps the wheel steady. So unlike the official model, which is going to move about unless you glue it or tape it to a table, this has got a clamp which keeps things nice and steady, so you can sort of shake the wheel up like that. So if you get into some quite hectic driving, everything will stay where it is. It's not perfect, but it's definitely an improvement, so I do prefer this over the official wheel. Okay, let's have a look at the game this wheel was made for, Ferrari F55 Challenge. I will say I'm not the best on this game, so what I'm really here to demonstrate is how well the wheel works for the game rather than my driving skills. I'm going to go into training. That all looks fine to me, so let's start and off we go. As I mentioned previously, I'm actually using the PS2 Ferrari wheels as opposed to the one that came with the wheel, as they are more spaced out. Let's see how well I do. Shifter works fine. Steering's good as well.
Slow down. Congratulations.
Oh, that was reasonable, I guess.